So there is less than last year, there's that Pete?
Oh, definitely.
Oh, good. Well, that's
Well, and it's really thin, spindly stuff. It's not like this is really.
Yeah.
It's definitely on its last legs, I think. And usually you have a whole field, and we're just like mowing through it, and then they have people collecting it and carrying it in.
So this is our 7th year of cutting the phragmites on this particular patch. You can see from the photos that Pete will send you that this whole area was covered in phragmites, and it was a big task to remove it the first year we came out, and the second year, and even the third year, but now there's significantly less. But it's surprising that it has been so resilient, and it's taken us 7 years to get to this point, and obviously we're going to need to come back here for a few more years to completely get rid of it. And the project for cutting it, by the way, is a joint venture, or still is a joint venture with the Souci, because this beach is part of Parry Island, and so we got permission from the Souci to cut it, and for the first few years Marshall Badger from the Souci Island Marina would come out and help us, which was great. He's a wonderful fellow.
Just collecting up as much of the vegetation growth that we've cut. It's all the phragmites stalks. Making sure we get all the little bits and pieces. These little hairs could possibly land and somewhere and actually reroot. So we just want to pick up as much as we possibly can and make sure there's nothing left behind. And we carry it inland up on the shore, away from any soil. Put it on the rocks to dry out, and then hopefully it all dies and dries out and doesn't root anywhere. There's a whole bunch of rhizomes here that are all the old root systems that have just disintegrated because we've cut all of their photosynthesis and their energy sources. So they can't propagate and grow, so they die. So we just piled it up out of the water, and it dries out, and often check the pile later to make sure that nothing has spread, but usually it's all dried up and dead. And
we've had a lot of fun doing it. You know, usually we get like 3 generations out here all working together. The kids love it. They particularly like gathering it up and hauling it off to where it dries out. We don't usually let the kids cut it because we don't want them to get hurt, because we have quite young kids coming out to help out. And it became a sort of a family thing, and you know, a fun morning out or whatever. So that made it you know, made it more enjoyable to do this year on, year out. Teddy's supervising. Very helpful you are, Teddy.
Hi, I'm Fergus, and I built a purple martin birdhouse. I wanted to give a home for birds out here, and also it's good for the environment because they like eat mosquitoes and build a better ecosystem. The next steps for this birdhouse are to put in some perches down there, there, and also there on all the sides for when the birds are in, so they can rest on the outside. As well, I need to put it up on a post. If you look under here, there's a hole for the post to go up, so it can be mounted wherever I want, really. The high pitch, just like not at, like not like all around. So over there is the pole that we're going to attach the purple martin birdhouse onto. And then down at the bottom of that pole, there is a black cylinder that fastens to those bolts in the rock right there.
Hi, I'm Mark, and after 25 years with our old dock, we thought it was time to replace the dock, and the dock was not in great shape, and we used what was available at the time, which was the blue foam billets. And obviously, once we'd taken apart after 25 years, the billets had gotten really small, and it created a lot of wash and garbage up on the shores. So we thought it was time to change and use better technology. So what we've done here is we've used the new black encapsulated foam billets, and it keeps all the foam inside, and it'll be much better for the environment for years to come.
When we were building our dock, and it was surprising to us when we took the whole top part off the old dock, and inside we could see where the animals had chewed little grooves from all of the 2x8s that went across. It was truly unbelievable to see what nature could do when you're not looking.
Can't see it because it's on this side of my kayak, but I can see it. Here it is. I'm gonna add it to the others. Okay, so I just saw that there's a piece of pressure treated wood over here. Bigger than I thought it was. Oh, caterpillar. Yeah, I think that's good. Alright, on to the next. Oh, still has some screws in it. So I don't just pick up foam because it's my favorite thing to do, although I have gotten to the point where I really don't mind it at all as an activity, because you get to see that you leave behind something that looks more natural, and you get to see that you're making some kind of even small difference. But I also believe and feel that the more I can pick up and the more natural things look, the less likely people are to leave behind trash, and really more so the more likely they are to pick things up if they see it. And two, also with the foam, you know, that really degrades down into infinitesimally small little pieces, and you can't even see it. And ultimately, you know, I don't want to be drinking that, and I don't want other people to be drinking that. I don't want the fish to be consuming that. And you know, somewhere all along those lines, I think we care at some point. You know, it affects all of us, and so that's why I like to pick up shoreline litter, and that's why I'm going to keep doing it.